Del Rio in Medellin. There's lots of restaurants in here. We're very hungry. We're hoping to find something a little different than we've been eating. So yeah, let's see what we find.
So this is Mercado Del Rio. It has about 40 different restaurants inside of here, ranging from street foods to everything else you can find. We're right on the Medellin River.
We are gonna head to El Centro today. We are gonna check out the Botero Plaza in El Centro and maybe get some lunch, maybe street food, or go to a restaurant called La Hacienda, which is a typical Colombian food restaurant. All right, we'll see you when we get there. Pretty cool place. We're in El Centro, Medellin. Our Uber driver was telling us not to go over there, away from the plaza, because it's very dangerous, and the police don't go there, but we'll see. It looked all right. But this is pretty amazing. Botero is a very famous worldwide artist who depicts large or fat people and animals, and this is a plaza full of his statues. And we'll give you a little show around. What do you think so far, Kestrel?
I like it.
This is the Palacio de la Cultura Rafael Uribe. And just look at this architecture. It's absolutely stunning with this checkerwork. Just absolutely stunning. Wow. We're looking for some food right now. We got lots of clothes vendors and all sorts of stuff setting up for the day. Probably gets pretty popping in the late afternoon. But I think we're gonna go settle for some arepas.
We got some empanadas.
Empanadas con papas y carne. So empanadas filled with potato and meat with some salsas. One looks like a mayo ketchup salsa, and the other one I got is a little spicy salsa for myself. So I think that is the mayo and ketchup salsa. Here, let's keep it on the bench. Let's not put it on the ground, okay? How was it?
Good.
Papas con carne. I don't know if you can see it, huh? But delicious. Absolutely delicious. The flavors are just outstanding. I'm gonna try putting some hot salsa on it as well.
Boom. So what are you eating? Huh?
Mango.
Mango, huh? Alright, so what I showed you the whole video of him making that michelada. It was a non-alcoholic michelada, basically like a mango smoothie with some mangoes in it and some salt on top and around the rim and lime juice. It's delicious.
Absolutely delicious, super ripe mangoes. But it seemed like we were getting cased out by a guy, homeless guy or something. So I felt like I needed to put away the camera. So now we're back to Plaza Botero, hanging out, eating mangoes. Kestrel loves her mango, and she wanted to eat it right next to this fountain. Really nice area, actually. A little sketchy in parts, but as is with any big city you go to, you're gonna have your sketchy areas and your non-sketchy areas. And this is the center of town. This is El Centro. This is the middle of downtown. So you just got to be careful no matter what you do. Another thing that I notice around here, and I'm not wearing my mask now because I've been talking to you, but I wear my mask around everywhere. One big difference between here and Bogota is that in Bogota, they are super strict about mask wearing, vaccines, everything. Going into any public indoor space, you're asked for your vaccine card. We were actually stopped on the street by a police officer in Bogota asking for our vaccine cards. Here, not so much. I would say about half to 75% of the people are wearing masks most of the time. And it's a little bit more free-flowing. We're not asked if we want to, or if we have our vaccine cards going into any public indoor space. So a little different. A little different in terms of COVID-19 here as it is to Bogota. And then down in the Amazonas, we didn't wear our masks once. Everything's outdoors, and it is so hot and so humid, you literally feel like you're suffocating with a mask on. But it's watching the Colombian tourists come down to Amazonas, they were all wearing their masks as well. So I don't know, just some observations I've been seeing in terms of COVID-19 here. Looking at the numbers, Omicron is here, but their numbers are not spiking here. This is the first weekend of the new year, so that could change as it moves through, but the numbers have been really good here. A lot of it is because they've had mask mandates this entire time and they haven't lifted any of those. Vaccines, they have way more options for vaccines as opposed to the 3 that we have in the United States. That one's really juicy. But just some observations I've made while being here in Medellin. I really like Medellin. I think it's a great city. It's beautiful from wherever you are in this city. You just have these amazing views of the mountains that surround this city. Really beautiful, really nice. It's really nice to finally get out of El Poblado, which is kind of more richer and more touristy area. So it is a little bit nicer than El Centro is, but still a really nice city. El Centro kind of reminds me of parts of downtown Los Angeles, so I don't see any difference, really.
So this is Parque Berria. This is the metro station at Parque Berria. Really cool. It's right outside of the Plaza Botero. And we decided that we are going to take that back to our apartment. So it takes about 5 stops on the metro to the Poblado metro station. Parque Berria, all the way down to Poblado. Poblado station. Super easy train ride. It's like faster than our Uber was. We were having a difficult time finding Ubers from our hotel or from our apartment to El Centro. So this was much easier. Next time we head out to El Centro or to Comuna 13, I'm sure we'll take the metro.
seemed super easy. Next step, I want to take the metro to the cable cars. Love to take a cable car over the city, but super easy. Now I think that we have to take an Uber from here back to our apartment because the station is a little bit further from our apartment, but really easy. Taking a little walk around our complex here, where our apartment is here in Medellin, and it is gorgeous. I mean, we have over here, there's a little playground for the kids that I'll show you later. We have a pool down there. And then over here, we have a little walkway that's the dog walkway. But it goes around the property and it's really nice. It's got some nice palms, spiky palms. Don't want to get stuck with that. With a nice little fence with barbed wire. Security cameras, which is nice. It gives you a really nice sense of safety here. Although this area has a sense of safety regardless. But really nice gardens. You got single level, first level apartments with balconies. And then you have nice little bamboo stands here. And then we have like, I don't know if this is a little exercise area or if it's just a jungle gym for the kids as well. But nice, it's just nice. And it just wraps around the whole back end of the apartment complex. There's 3 towers, each with like 25 different floors. Here's the pool area. There's a gym over there. It's really nice. There's Sequoia sitting up in our balcony. Say hi, Sequoia. We're just taking a nice walk around our complex. Who's that? Oh, say hi. All right. Really quiet at night. However, over Christmas and New Year's, there's been a ton of fireworks being let off. New Year's Eve night, they were letting off fireworks that sounded like bombs going off next to the windows until like 6:30 in the morning. So that's been a little difficult, but other than that, it's super quiet at night. Everyone's super respectful, and it's beautiful. Been seeing some scarlet tanagers, swallows, and haven't seen parrots yet, but I know that they're around. So it's been pretty cool. I really like El Poblado. El Centro was nice, and we're still exploring the city. We haven't really done much over the past 2 weeks. That's why I haven't been shooting as much video, but it's been a great experience, and I really like Medellin a lot. I can see myself living here.